Stardew Valley is a farming simulation game where you run a farm, grow crops, and raise livestock. It is a relaxing game with very good music, so I decided to spend 100 days playing Stardew Valley. Will I be able to complete the community center by the end of 100 days? Find out soon. So let's begin. Day 1 marked the beginning of my journey. As the sun rose, I stepped out of bed with a new game plan. I opted for the foraging layout this time, a fresh experience for me. With parsnip seeds in hand, I began cleaning up my farm and sowing the seeds of potential profit. But that's not all. I scoured the area for forageables to munch on for energy and to line my pockets with some extra gold hard cash. A quick visit to Pierre's store to buy some potato seeds, which were promptly planted before bedtime. And just like that, we've reached level 1 in foraging. Clint dropped by on day 2, thanks to the copper ore we scavenged during our foraging adventures. This meant we now had the skills to craft furnaces. After tending to my plants, I headed to the beach to claim a free fishing rod from the generous Willie. The rest of the day was all about reeling in those fish and raking in the gold. Rain pattered on day 3, making it the perfect time to try my luck at river fishing. Catfish were on the menu and they fetched a pretty penny. I thought I had enough to splurge on a fiberglass rod, but a minor oversight left me a bit short on cash, so back to fishing it was. Thankfully, I managed to snag a diamond, a real game changer that'll boost my seed funds, and at long last, I acquired the fiberglass rod, and then my fishing skills reached level 3. Day 4. To keep the gold flowing, I swung by at Pierre's for more seeds. Specifically, I needed cauliflower beans and more parsnips for our golden parsnips for the quest at the community center. The lure of quick cash led me to spend the day fishing, but I held off on selling my catch. I was determined to hit level 5 and unlocking the Fisher perk, boosting my profits by a whopping 25%. Day 5. Marnie paid a surprise visit on day 5, introducing me to a cute orphan dog, and I couldn't resist adopting him. Say hello to Donkey, my new farm companion. I harvested parsnips and headed to town, where I found myself in a cutscene with Louis, who introduced me to the community center and its rat problems. After the drama, I stocked up on bait from Willie and grabbed a rare seed from the traveling merchant. Then you guessed it, more fishing today. We reached level 6 fishing. Day 6. With my earnings, I invested in more seeds and planted them with care. Next, he was off to the mine to mine some ores for future sprinklers. By the day's end, I had conquered level 10 in the mine. My foraging and mining skills had both advanced. We got level 2 foraging and level 1 in mining. Day 7 was all about spreading goodwill among the villagers. After all, one of my goals is to have max out friendship with everyone. And thanks to the LookupAnything mod, I can easily discover their preferences and favorite gifts. Later, it was back to the mines for more adventures underground. Day 8. Today, our crops faced a new challenge: pesky crows. A scarecrow was definitely on my to-do list. The mines beckoned once again as I continued my quest for valuable ores to create quality sprinklers. I bravely descended to floor 35 before calling it a day, achieving farming level 2 and mining level 2. Day 9. The entire day was devoted to fishing. With each cast, my fishing skills grew, and today we reached level 7 in fishing. After harvesting my bountiful crops, I paid a visit to the wizard, who granted me the ability to read the inscriptions in the community center. Thanks to a mysterious green potion from his cauldron, we now possess forest magic and can decipher those enigmatic texts. With that accomplished, it was back to fishing for the remainder of the day. And to top it off, our farming skills reached level 3. Day 11 was all about gearing up for success. I decided it was high time to upgrade my inventory capacity, so I invested in a backpack, granting me a generous 24 slots. With some leftover gold, I purchased a batch of parsnip seeds. However, I was saving the bulk of my funds for the upcoming egg festival, where I plan to go all in on strawberry seeds, the golden ticket to profit for spring. Before the festival, though, I made a quick detour to the community center to complete the spring foraging bundle. Then it was back to the water's edge where I spent the rest of the day fishing. I reached level 8 fishing. Day 12 was all about doubling down on my money-making strategy. I snagged another rare seed from the traveling merchant before devoting the day to river fishing, with catfishes on my mind. I reached level 9 fishing. Day 13. Demetrius, the local scientist, stopped by to ask an important question. Fruits or mushrooms for my cave? And I chose fruits. After a bit of tidying up in the farm, it was off to the highly anticipated egg festival. I eagerly spent all my gold on the strawberry seeds, amassing a whopping 132 of them. But the day held more excitement in store as I took part in the egg hunt event. I totally dominated some local youngsters, collecting 11 eggs and winning a charming new straw hat as a prize for taking first place on the egg hunt. I reached level 3 foraging. Day 14. It was all about organization and protection. I started planning the layout for sprinklers, a game changer that would save me from the daily chore of watering my plants. I also distributed thoughtful gifts to the villager and fortified the farm with some trusty scarecrows to fend off those pesky crows. Day 15. With the parsnip seeds ready for harvest and the strawberry fields well tended, I made my way to the mines to continue our quest for iron ores, essential for crafting sprinklers. The day proved fruitful and I returned home with roughly 60 iron ores. This productive day made me reach farming level 4, mining level 4, and combat level 2. Day 16 was another mining expedition, this time focused on gathering the resource needed for quality sprinklers. What's new? Gold ores were high on the priority list. Day 17. Community Spirit was the name of the game. On day 17, I spread joy by giving gifts to everyone in town, made generous donations to the museum, and made a pit stop at the community center to drop off some items. I even managed to complete the spring crops bundle. The rest of the day was devoted to fishing. And oh, I almost forgot to mention, somewhere along the way I stumbled upon an ancient seed, though I can't really recall when. Day 18 continued my tradition of spreading cheer in the town with more thoughtful gifts. I swung by piers to stock up on parsnip seeds and spent the rest of the day fishing. Day 19. Anticipation filled the air as I planted my parsnip seeds, eagerly looking forward to the bountiful strawberry harvest, and level up my farming skills to create quality sprinklers. I then ventured back to the mines, hoping to reach floor 80 to secure those precious gold ores. I achieved mining level 5, and I unlocked the miner perk for some extra ores. Day 20 found me deep within the mines once more, tirelessly seeking gold. I finally reached floor 80 and rejoiced at the sight of gold veins waiting to be mined. My determination pushed me even further, all the way to floor 90, where I discovered a treasure chest with an obsidian edge, a powerful weapon. My combat skills advanced to level 3. Day 21. With just one day to go before the big harvest, I delve into the mines once more, determined to amass a wealth of gold for the upcoming festivities. My perseverance paid off when I reached level 100 in the mines and stumbled upon my first star drop. In the process, I advanced my skill in foraging to level 4, combat to level 4, and mining to level 6. Day 22. It's harvest day, the last day I'd have to water these thirsty plants. After tending to my crops, I sold the entire harvest to Pierre, raking in a satisfying sum. With my newfound wealth, I splurged on some seeds and upgraded my pickaxe to iron, then headed to the community center to complete the blacksmith bundle and adventurers bundle. I reached level 5 in farming and got the tiller perk so we can sell the crops for more. Reached level 10 in fishing and got the pirate perk because I want more treasure chests. Day 23. Today marked a turning point in my farming journey. Finally, I could craft some sprinklers. No more tedious watering for me. Well, after today's round of watering, I could look forward to a hassle-free tomorrow. So to make things even better, I swung by the community center to finish the boiler room, unlocking the minecarts for easy travel. Day 24. A break from the daily grind as I attended the flower dance. I watched the townsfolk dance their hearts out before retiring for the night. Day 25. Back to business as I donated my items to the museum and picked up my brand new iron pickaxe. The day was dedicated to fishing, casting my line, and hoping for some big catches. Day 26. Harvest day rolled around once more. I took my bountiful crop straight to Pierre's, making a pretty penny. I decided to treat myself and splurge on a new bag, a well-deserved reward for all the hard work. Next, I visited Robin's to initiate the construction of a silo, a vital addition to my farm, and the day wasn't complete without more fishing. Reach level 7 farming. Day 27. Unfortunately, the footage for this day was lost and I can't recall exactly what transpired, so most likely I was busy tending to the farm and ensuring everything was in order. Day 28. The last day of spring. The day began with me cutting grass to gather hay for the silo. Afterwards, I headed to Robin's to get the construction of a coop underway, laying the foundation for future livestock. The majority of the day was spent delving into the depths of the mine. I reached level 7 in mining. Day 29. Summer arrived, and with it, a new set of opportunities on the farm. I made a quick trip to the mines to gather a few more precious gold ores. Then it was off to Pierre's, where I embarked on a seed buying spree. I loaded up on blueberry seeds, a bounty that promised to fill my pockets with gold. I also snugged a variety of other seeds, including the wheat, corn, tomato, and melon, all destined for the community center. To top it off, I grabbed a sunflower seed, another item needed for the center. With my seed in hand, I returned home and started a little renovation project on the farm. Back to the mines for more ore gathering on day 30. Afterwards, I wandered through town, sharing gifts with the townsfolk. I also made a return visit to Pierre's, expanding my garden even further. Made some tappers and affixed them on oak trees to gather valuable resources later. Day 31. Today I decided to relocate my coop to the left side of the farm for aesthetic reasons. After the move, it was time for a fishing spree. I journeyed to the mountain for a chance to catch a sturgeon, then to the beach in search of a tilapia and pufferfish. Day 32. I crafted 2 preservative jars to automate some of my farm work. These handy devices would process the random fruits I collected from the cave, excluding those needed for the community center. I then went to visit Marnie and bought 4 chickens for the coop. And I also made progress on the crab pot bundle at the community center, securing some crab pots and a dress spinner. I completed the spring foraging bundle, went on another gift spree and donated items to the museum. Finally, I set up the crab pot automation, baiting it for a bountiful catch the next days. Day 33. I went to the Mystic Forest where I searched for a fiddlehead fern and catch a wood skip for the community center. Afterwards, I spent the remainder of the day fishing in the serene mountain waters. Day 34. I returned to the beach for a day of fishing. hoping to snag a red snapper among the lucrative catches. Unfortunately, I accidentally sold the red snapper I needed for a bundle. Oops. Ore gathering was the name of the game on day 35 as I ventured back into the depths of the mine. Day 36 began with the construction of a stable on my farm, marking the end of the days of running around. I did some farm cleaning, gift giving to the villagers, and further exploration of the mines. Day 37. I continued my gift giving spree, distributed gifts to the town folks, and then descended into the mines to farm more copper ores. I reached level 8 in mining. Day 38 brought the completion of the stable, introducing a stylish new mode of transportation to my farm. Meet Ferrari, my lovely horse. I joyfully toured the village distributing gifts with style, then spent the entire day in the mines. I fished for a ghost fish for the community center. Day 39. A festive mood filled the air as I participated in the luau, offering up an iridium super sea cucumber. The mayor and the town folks loved the dish, and I was delighted to have everyone made happy. Day 40. Back to the mines on this day, where I continued to gather ores for my future endeavors. Day 41. The routine of giving gifts around town continued on, followed by a full day of fishing. Day 42. The time had come for the summer harvest on this day. I collected a bountiful crop of melons, promptly selling the golden ones while saving the silver and regular ones for wine and jam production. With the profit from the harvest, I purchased more seeds and even acquired an apple sampling and a pomegranate sampling. A visit to the community center allowed me to donate all of my remaining funds, unlocking the access to the desert and its mysterious skull cavern. As I drifted off to sleep, the bush which had long been in disrepair was being fixed by the Junimos. Day 43 was all about challenging the Skull Caverns. To expedite my progress, I installed the SkullCavernElevator mod, streamlining my journey through this perilous dungeon. Day 44. Another trip to the desert mines was on the agenda on this day. As I continued my quest for valuable resources, at floor 55 a significant discovery was made. A prismatic shard. So I eagerly rushed to obtain a galaxy sword outside the mines, anticipating the immense power it would bring to my arsenal. And by the way, while we're on the topic of the amazing discoveries, hitting that subscribe button would be pretty amazing too. Yeah. Day 45 began with more gift giving in town, leaving my pickaxe with Clint for an upgrade to gold. I also have some time to chop wood around the valley and crafted some kegs using the oak resin I had collected. These would become valuable assets in my ongoing quest for efficiency. Day 46. I made more toppers for my tree farm. Since it has started to grow, I chopped more trees since I'll be needing lots and lots of wood. Day 47 was another day of wood chopping, and while at it, I stumbled upon Robin's last axe, a welcome discovery. I then collected my golden pickaxe and upgraded it to iridium from Clint's shop, and spent the rest of the day giving gifts to the villager and managing my farm. Day 48. I expanded my crystallariums on this day, focusing on creating a ruby farm to ensure a steady supply of spicy eels and their valuable movement speed buff and luck, and then it was off to the community center to complete the quality crops bundle and the summer crops bundle. After a round of giving, I ventured to the desert to chop trees and indulge in some fishing. Day 49. The elusive red cabbage seed finally appeared, and I wasted no time in acquiring it. I swung by at Clint's to pick up my trusty pickaxe, armed with an upgraded gear including my formidable galaxy sword and iridium pickaxe. I embarked on another journey into the heart of the Skull Cavern. I reached level 10 in mining and chose the blacksmith perk so we can sell our bars at a higher price. Day 50. I went around to give gifts, And then I went to Robin's workshop where I upgraded my coop to a spacious big coop. My motivation for this upgrade was the promise of an automatic feeder on its final upgrade, the Luke's Coop. Afterwards, I dedicated the entire day to the Skull Cavern, delving deeper and deeper, ultimately reaching floor 100 and securing a prized purple slime egg. Capitalizing on the abundant iridium ores, I expanded my furnace production to enhance efficiency. I reached level 8 combat. Day 51. I continued my exploration of the Skull Caverns. Day 52. I tended my farm, then afterwards I made a substantial addition to my livestock, acquiring 4 ducks and an autograbber to streamline resource collection. It was also high time to upgrade my coop to a deluxe version, which would eliminate the need for manual hay distribution. And with these upgrades in place, I ventured back to the Skull Caverns to continue my pursuit for valuable resources. Day 53 was graced with a thunderstorm. It prompted me to craft additional lightning rods in anticipation of the useful batteries they would yield. With a supply of oak resins, I turned my attention to crafting more kegs for processing goods. The ancient seed I had planted days ago finally reached maturity, and I promptly placed it in a seed maker, resulting in the creation of 2 more seeds. I went on a trip to the desert to buy some super go fertilizers for the ancient seeds we just got. My day was a whirlwind of activities including gifting, museum donation, trip to the community center, completing the artisan bundle, the specialty fish bundle, the enchanters bundle, and then I made tappers to add to my tree farm to maximize resource collection. Day 54, the last harvest of summer. I diligently gathered the crops, shipping the golden melons while reserving the silver and regular ones for future processing into wine and jam. The coop project was finally complete, allowing me to purchase more ducks and stock up on hay to ensure they wouldn't go hungry. With the remainder of the day, I returned to the depths of the Skull Cavern. I profited around 18,000 gold from selling the golden melons. Day 55. I enlisted Robin's services once more, this time commissioning her to construct a barn. Due to the obstinate stumps, the barn was temporarily placed near the coop. To boost my income, I procured stacks upon stacks of wood from Robin, which would be then converted to coal to smelt some ores. My tree farm finally received tappers in a strategic location, ensuring a steady supply of valuable resources. A substantial shipment of 28 iridium bars, 7 diamonds was dispatched to the shipping bin for additional profit. I retrieved my newly upgraded iridium axe from Clint's shop, engage in more gifting, embark on beautifying the farm in preparation for the upcoming fall season. This effort resulted in an impressive profit of 59,000 gold from all the items sold. Day 56 is the final day of summer. It was dedicated to farm renovations and aesthetic improvements. As evening descended, I made my way to the beach to partake in the enchanting Moonlight Jellyfish Festival. Adding a touch of magic to the conclusion of the summer season, the culmination of my efforts was captured in a time-lapse, showcasing the transformation and growth of my farm over time. Day 57. Fall arrived, and I wasted no time preparing the soil for the new season. A trip to Pierre's was in order, where I invested in cranberry seeds, a wise choice given their continuous yield. I also secured seeds for the community center, specifically eggplant, pumpkin, and yam. Planting these seeds kept me busy, and I found myself expanding my farm to accommodate more crops near the tree farm. As night fell, I retired for the day, satisfied with the day's work. Day 58. The pursuit of wealth resumed. I dedicated the entire day to the Skull Caverns. Funds were running low, and this proved to be a lucrative endeavor. This boy is poor, so I got up mine. I reached level 9 in combat. Day 59. A touch of aesthetics graced the farm as I engage in more beautification efforts. A visit to the town introduced me to the weekly bulletin board, which held promise for additional tasks. In a bid to enhance my farm's appearance, I relocated the barn and coop, and then upgraded the latter to a big barn. Another round of gift giving ensued before I retired for the night. Day 60. I had a quest to deliver amaranth, so I purchased some seeds. I then gave gifts to the valley. I embarked on a fishing expedition, capturing a tiger trout at the river for the community center and an anglerfish for my collection. I went to the desert to capture a scorpion cart, and as night fell, I concluded the day's activity. Day 61. It was dedicated to forestry, with a focus on chopping trees. I went to Marnie's and bought 2 cows and 6 goats, and then the barn received an upgrade to a deluxe version, eliminating the need for manual feeding, and my generosity continued with more gift giving to the townspeople. Day 62. More oak resins were ready for harvest, so I made more kegs. I took the prismatic jelly quest for the wizard, and to my surprise, the coveted jelly slime was found on floor 45 with relative ease. Nighttime was reserved for fishing as I sought to capture a walleye. These only appear on rainy days and at night, and so it was essential for the community center, so I caught one. Day 63. The day commenced with the delivery of the prismatic jelly to the wizard, followed by more tree chopping to bolster my foraging experience. I then went to Marnie's and bought 3 more goats and then a pig. The pig was essential for a future truffle production for the community center. And then gifting was a daily ritual, and I introduced an auto-grabber into my barn, streamlining the easy collection of resources. The day concluded with a profitable venture into the Skull Caverns, driven by the urgent need for funds. Day 64. Marnie visited us, requesting a cave carrot to train her goats. And then, for the wizard's gratitude for my earlier quest completion, it manifested as a recipe for a monster musk. I went to Clint's shop to upgrade my trash can into copper, and then, despite the upgrades and tasks, my financial situation remained precarious, prompting another mining expedition in the Skull Caverns. I returned home laden with 238 iridium ores. Day 65. The approach of the Valley Fair prompted me to prepare a chest containing my 9 best items for display. Harvest Day had arrived once more, and I eagerly gathered the crops. Also, my shed was ready. Profits soared as I sold most of the berries, reserving the normal ones for keg production. Day 66. A daily visit to the barn revealed that my cows and goats were yet to produce large milk for the community center, a matter of ongoing concern. The pursuit of a kitchen for the chef bundle motivated me to upgrade my house at Robin's workshop. Trips to the museum for item donations and gift giving to the villagers en route to the community center marked my day. Several bundles were completed, including the fall foraging bundle, river fish bundle, night fishing bundle, and dye bundle. I also stocked up on hay from Marnie's shop. Day 67. Brought an unexpected visit from Gunther, who expressed his gratitude for the numerous museum donations. As a token of his appreciation, he presented me with a rusty key. This means we can unlock the sewers now. My day included tree chopping, gifting, and mining in the Skull Caverns to bolster my resources. Day 68. I spent the entire day in the mines for Willie's quest for bug meat. Day 69. The recently completed house upgrade heralded further improvements to our home, which I don't really have plans on decorating yet. I then went to Robin's to upgrade my shed to a bigger shed. The gifting continued. Then I crafted myself a monster musk as I wanted to kill lots of bugs in the mines. And it made looking for monsters way easier, but I had imagined it to be more infested than this, and I was kind of disappointed that it's not much monsters. I wanted to have like 10 monsters come at me at once or something. Day 70. Harvest day arrives, and after collecting my crops, I embark on a gift-giving spree again. I retrieved my hode from Clint's and upgraded my trash can to steel. I then went to the Adventurers Guild and bought a galaxy hammer. Its special move really captivates me because you can just click it and spam it. Not really spam. And then the day's remainder was spent delving into the mines. Day 71. Jody made an unexpected visit, inviting me to a family dinner and requesting a largemouth bass as a contribution. I harvested the pumpkins that already grew and transferred some of my kegs to the shed. I then went to Robin's and had a mill constructed. I totally forgot that Pierce sold rice, so I didn't need to make this effort making a mill. And then, for a remainder of the day, I spent it in the Skull Cavern, making sure to return back to Stardew and go to Jody's house at 7 p.m. Day 72. The Valley Fair was the highlight of the day, and I proudly displayed my items in the competition. Engaging in a shooting game, I dominated it and earned lots of points. I then gambled all my points to the pick a color game, and by the way, if you didn't know, 75% of the time, it is always spinning to the green color. It is rigged, so pick green. After gathering enough points, I went and bought a star drop. This is our second one. And then, after Lewis inspected all the items on display, and guess what? I won. Day 73. A weekly quest challenged me to reduce the fish population in the lake, leading me to catch 20 mountain lake fish. I then went to Clint's and grabbed my trash can, then upgraded my hoe to a golden one. I gave gifts around town and bought some seeds at Joja since it was a Wednesday and Pierce was closed. Day 74. Another day of gift giving. It's actually challenging to max all the villagers' hearts. A new idea emerged from me and I decided to create a coop for rabbits. I recognized that rabbit's foot was everyone's favorite. Not everyone, but among many. I then went to Robin's and immediately have her made a coop. And then for the remaining hours of the day, it was spent in the Skull Caverns. Day 75. Another harvest day, accompanied by gathering oak resins and chopping wood. Gifts were distributed and we met Krobus at the sewers. We bought a star drop he was selling and caught a mutant carp. Here, we see an unusual scene involving Willy and a colossal bug meat slime thingy on the beach. And he was really happy because the fish were biting a lot and they seemed to like it. Good for you, old Willy. Additionally, kegs were created for my shed before I retired for the night. Day 76. The cows and goats finally produce large milk, a pivotal moment for completing the community center bundles. We went to the community center, completed the full crop bundle and the animal bundle, granting access to the greenhouse. The fodder bundle and the chuff bundle was also met with completion. Now, only 2 bundles remain, the winter foraging bundle and the field research bundle, items for which were elusive until winter or the traveling merchant's visit. Gifts were then generously distributed to the town, and my finances were flourishing thanks to the automated farms and a winemaking shed. With abundant funds, I focused on maximizing my skills and relationships with the villagers. My trip to the Skull Caverns yielded valuable ores, and to cap off the day, the Junimos completed their greenhouse repairs. Day 77. A visit to Marnie's farm led to the purchase of heaters and rabbits, which found a new home in our coop. The iridium hoe was then collected from Clint's workshop, and my trash can was then being upgraded to gold. There was also a session of geode cracking followed, with the discovered treasures donated to the museum. The ancient seeds we got were planted in the greenhouse, and the trip to Robin's workshop resulted in an upgrade to the big coop, along with a significant wood purchase. The day concluded with gift giving and a night's rest. Day 78. Gift giving remained a daily practice, with Abigail inviting me to partake in a game where my gaming prowess shone. I absolutely destroyed the enemies, knowing how much of a gamer I am. Then, Linus provided us with a weekly quest to gather 20 pieces of trash. Afterwards, following my gift-giving rounds, I returned to the mines to combat dust sprites in pursuit of a burglar ring. Additionally, the quest for Dwarf Skull 2 continued, a journey that had already taken several days so I can finally talk to the dwarf. My combat skills reached level 10 and I took Brute as the specialization for more damage. Day 79. I ventured into the mines, armed with a monster cusk, determined to hunt monsters on the 40th floor and below in search for a Dwarf Scroll 2, and to complete the monster's quest. The relentless pursuit finally bore fruit as I acquired the sought-after scroll today. Day 80. Another harvest day arrived, and after collecting the bounty, I proceeded to Robin's to upgrade my big coop to a deluxe coop. I then went on giving gifts to the villagers, and the dwarf scroll was then donated to the museum in exchange for a translation book, which finally allowed communication with the dwarf. A visit to the sowers presented an unexpected scene. Krobus and the dwarf were engaged in a heated fight, only to be stopped by the wizard and ultimately resolving their differences. Day 81. Chopping wood and gift giving occupied the day. We are so close to getting to level 10 foraging. Also, the quest to collect 20 pieces of trash for Linus took me to floor 100 of the mines. It is the ideal spot for such a task because this place mostly gives you trash. With the quota met, I returned home and I rest. Day 82. I planted trees in my greenhouse and purchased a Nautilus shell from the traveling merchant. I bought 4 more rabbits at Marnie's, followed by the routine of gift giving. A trip to the community center allowed me to complete the field research bundle, marking the final contribution to the bulletin board and further raising the villagers' friendship levels by 2. Or I actually don't know how much it gives. I then went to Robin's to make a new shed, while the remainder of the day was dedicated to exterminating the monsters in the mines. Day 83. I chopped some wood and then headed over to the Mystic Forest to hand over my gemberry I planted from the rare seed and got myself a star drop. This is our 4th one. Monster extermination continued and eventually the quest was completed. As I left the mines, an unexpected sight awaited us. Linus taking a skinny dip in the lake. Hope you enjoy yourself, Linus. I retrieved the burglar's ring and returned to the mines to tackle the void spirits. The day ended with a visit to the Spirit Eve's festival in town and the acquisition of the golden pumpkin before heading to bed. Day 84, the last day of fall. For this special day, I just decided to head over to the mines, utilizing a monster musk to combat void spirits and complete the extermination quest. Day 85. The arrival of winter marked the start of a new season. On this day, I had a single goal in mind: to find a snow yam and complete the community center. Before embarking on this mission, I took care of some essential tasks. More kegs. And I relocated my crystallariums to the new shed. I visited Robin's in order to purchase additional wood and upgraded my crystallarium shed to a larger one. While multitasking by chopping trees, foraging, giving gifts, I finally came across the elusive snow yam, and with this in hand, I wasted no time in rushing to the community center and completing the winter foraging bundle. This achievement marked the culmination of my efforts on the community center front. As for my earnings, I suspected that I had likely surpassed 1 million gold coins already, although I hadn't been keeping precise track. The only remaining achievement was to max out my friendship with every villager. Oh, and also maxing all my skills. It is maxing the villagers was a potentially challenging task to accomplish within the 100-day time frame, but I will do my best. I then go and planted the winter seed we received as a reward from the community center and called it a day. The Dunamis promptly repaired the quarry. Day 86. The day's agenda included the creation of more crystallariums, with a focus on producing ruby crystallariums to ensure a constant supply of spicy eels. I made around 6 of them to satisfy my need for speed. Later on that day, we went to the train station and an intriguing cutscene with a wizard occurred. It involves a cave near the train station and the acquisition of a magic ink from his ex-wife. And he told us to enter the cave. I needed the dark talisman, which I needed to talk to Krobus, as you might know where it is. In town, a celebration took place as the community center returned to business. Then a humorous showdown between Morris and Pierre were ensued, resulting in Murus being punched into oblivion after Pierre delivered the unexpected punch like Saitama in One Punch Man. Following these events, I resumed my routine of gifting the villagers and inquired with Krobus about the Dark Talisman's location. He revealed the existence of a dungeon in the sewer, and obtaining the talisman was a straightforward task. The day ended with me resting. Day 87. I began the day by visiting Robin's workshop to construct a barn. Then I gave gifts to the townsfolk, and then I spent some time fishing for a winter fish to add to my collection. I then visited Willie, and he revealed a broken boat, hinting at an intriguing development. I then proceeded to chop more wood, bombed the quarry to clear it up, and then dedicated the remainder of my day to exploring the Skull Cavern. Day 88. Chopping wood remained a priority on this day, as I needed to gain experience to reach max level on our foraging. Next was gift giving to the villagers, as we needed to max them out as well. And then we visited Willie, which allowed me to contribute the items required to repair his boat. Following this, I devoted the entire day to the Skull Cavern. Day 89. This day started with the production of more kegs, as I continued to expand my brewing operations. During my activities, I noticed Krobus wandering about, but he quickly scurried away. What a weird guy. I then managed to complete Robin's request for hardwood, and the rest of the day was dedicated to monster slaying in the mines. Then, to enhance my gem productions, I crafted 4 new crystallariums and then retired for the night. Day 90. I began the day with the usual routine of giving gifts to the townfolks, and then set off for another adventure in the mines. This time, my goal was to finish the extermination quest. I then ventured into the cave in the quarry and obtained a golden scythe, a valuable addition to my inventory. I continued with gift giving, and then I managed to fish a squid, which I added to my growing collection. And as the day drew to a close, I retired for some well-deserved rest. Day 91. Pierre paid us a visit, flexing his seeds, but I was focused on my daily tasks, so I didn't pay it no mind. These included chopping some wood, distributing gifts to the villagers. However, I suddenly remembered that the matter of the magic ink for the wizard, so I went to the cave in the train station, where I encountered a henchman of the witch who blocked my way. And after some careful deliberation, I fished up a void mayonnaise, which I then offered to the henchman in exchange for a passage. This wasn't my intention at all, it was to catch a fish, but I can't complain for this luck. Then I got the magic ink, and then I browsed through all the shrines and went to a red circle emblem, and surprisingly, I was at the basement of the wizard's tower. I delivered to him the magic ink, who rewarded me then with a crafting station for creating a Junimo hut. Unfortunately, I lacked starfruits for this endeavor. Before returning home, I managed to fish up a midnight carp, and then I went to bed. Day 92. On this day, my focus returned again to the production of more kegs to further bolster my brewing capabilities. I then continued my routine of gift giving and later participated in the snow festival, and to my delight, I emerged victorious victorious in the fishing competition, showcasing my angling skills. Day 93. As the season continued, I harvested the winter crops and transformed them into seeds, effectively perpetuating the cycle of planting and harvesting for maximum returns. Wood chopping remained a priority as I inched closer to reaching level 10 in foraging. Then, fishing took me to the Witch's Swamp where I managed to catch a void fish. Gift giving persisted as well. I then added a slime jack to my collection from fishing in the Sewer's Cave. And to cap off the day, I accepted a quest to gather 1000 wood for Robin. And if you didn't know, you can just buy this from Robin and then you can keep it and then you still get the reward money for showing her 1000 wood. Day 94. I went to Robin's and upgraded my barn to a deluxe one. I gave gifts to the town folks, I grabbed my golden trash can from Clint and upgraded it to iridium, I chopped more wood and finally leveled up. I spent the remaining days in the mines afterwards. I reached level 10 in foraging and took the lumberjack perk. Day 95. I placed some crab pots in the beach to add collections to my fish collection. It seems foraging isn't considered catching a fish, like the mussels or clams I have been gathering. Next, I fished for the glacier fish to add to our collection. I then added super speed growth to my ancient seeds in the greenhouse. And afterwards, I decorated the farm for a bit and went to bed. Day 96. I moved my barn and coop because I thought they looked ugly at the current placement. I then also upgraded my house. I went to Marnie and bought an auto grabber and goats, and then gave the wizard the dark essence he requested, and went to check Ginger Island. Upon arriving, I saw a new fish, so I fished for it, and I got myself a lionfish from my collection, and also got a golden walnut. Cool. Next, I looked around and found a treehouse where I gave a walnut to the parrot. He then hinted me that there are 6 buried. He probably meant golden walnuts. Also, while exploring, I saw new fishes at this area by the broken bridge, so I fished it and added it to my collection. I then went above and went inside the volcano, but I didn't bring my watering can, so I can't really proceed. And then there was this suspicious spot. A circle, so I hold it, and to my surprise, I got a golden walnut. So then, I looked around for possible spots similar and got more golden walnuts. Afterwards, since it's already late, I teleported home and slept. Day 97. I picked up my iridium trash can from Clint, and then hurriedly went to Ginger Island again. Now, with my watering can in hand, I went back to the volcano. I went in, battled monsters, and went through deeper and deeper, mined some unfamiliar rocks and ores, until I reached the last area. It was already really late, but I was really curious on what's inside, so I forged my hammer and got the Crusader perk. I actually don't know what this does, but ooh, Crusader. When I was about to open the door to easily access the forge, I passed out. Sag. Day 98. I gave gifts to the villagers that aren't max relationship yet, and I headed directly to Willy to go to the Ginger Island once more. And once there, I discovered that the door was already opened and I didn't really need to go through the adventure once again. And I was very happy. I went inside again and tried forging my hammer with a diamond. The result was pretty decent and I'm happy. I got speed, weight, and attack. Very random, but valuable. I then spent the remaining time into the volcano to get more forging materials. Also, I got this cool pirate heart. The har. I then combined my iridium band and burglar swing, and then gave a parrot 10 golden walnut, and it gave me access to the left side of the island. I discovered this broken house that I can repair on the left side of the island. So I guess I would have another base of operations and will need to go home each time. I was excited for this, but our days are numbered on our 100-day adventure. I then went home and slept. Day 99. I went and gave gifts to people, had Robin make me a fish pond, I went to the black market but didn't really have anything of interest. So I then went to the submarine, rode it, went to under the water. Help me under the water. So we fished some fishes we don't have yet on my collection. I got every fish I needed, and then afterwards I watched the mermaid show. I then sold most of my artisan goods, iridium bars, to see how much I have earned from everything so far. And we got a whopping 300k gold from all of those. Crazy. Day 100. This is the last day of our 100 days adventure. Leia paid us a visit. She gave us a statue, telling us this is how she feels for us. Okay. And then we went around and gave gifts. We also had a scene where Clint, Shane, and Emily was making a film for a Joja cola. And then Clint got intoxicated by the cola in the end. Oh no. Afterwards, I went to the night market and bought this mermaid painting, then headed to bed. Since this is the final day, let's take a quick tour of what the farm looks like right now. Let's get our horse. Oh yeah, this is our first garden. Basically just whatever space is available. And this will be a fishing pond, is what I envision it to be. And for this space, we'll think about it. We'll see in the future. But this space can be used as a barn or something if I want to. And this area here can be another garden. Maybe 2 iridiums. Yeah, here's our secondary garden. Here's our tree farm. We have a lot here. And for our barn, we have here is a barn full of goats. And they will be our money makers. There's goat cheese. It's really expensive. Also these guys, the rabbits. What my purpose for these was rabbits food. So we can give a lot of for gifts for the NPCs. I don't really give much, but still. Yeah, rabbits food. And here's our greenhouse right here, where our ancient fruits are still growing. We'll eventually multiply this by seed makers, and eventually we'll fill it up. We also have a lot of fruit trees here, left and right. So we won't be running out of any of these anytime soon. Then lastly, our 2 barn and coop here. We have our coop, which has 2 dinosaurs and all our ducks, but there's one imposter among them. I think it's this. Yeah, this is a chicken. Everyone else is a duck. And I think this is a chicken as well. Yeah, it's a chicken. There are 2 chickens here, and everyone else is a duck and a dinosaur. And then lastly, here's our barn. Our pig is... I was thinking of selling this pig, but nah. But yeah. Let's go. In the end... Oh, right. Forgot our sheds. We have our... keg shed. Still missing some, like 8 more. And finally our crystallarium area. I'm planning to make more crystallarium, but with the lack of gold, it's gonna be pretty hard. I'm planning to just keep like about let's see here, about maybe 6 crystallariums with rubies, as we will need it for the spicy eels, unlimited source. Next is diamonds. Yeah, that's about it. That's about our 100 days of Stardew Valley. It was pretty fun with the automation and less hassle with the fishing as well. So hope you guys enjoyed our... Alright, forgot to mention. Let's see here. Look at my relationship with all the villagers. Everyone is mostly max except for these guys. Oh, we maxed them as well. I don't know how to... I'll need to give them bouquets, but I don't really want to form a relationship with any of them. I just want Krobus to be my roommate. So yeah. We've not achieved this 3rd goal we have for the community, for max friendliness of the NPCs. Well, we did manage to get 1 million gold and finish the community center. We basically had 2 million gold actually. God dang. And for the skills, we maxed everything. Alright, thank you for watching.